We must learn to let go, to give up, to make room for the things we have prayed for and desired. Charles Fillmore. Humankind has 12 God-given powers to aid us in spiritual development, and when we combine these 12 powers, it brings about our highest good. The apostle associated with release is Thaddeus. The color associated with release is russet, or brown. Release is located in the lower abdomen, or the lower bowels. Like the body, the mind can be overloaded as one overloads the stomach. Thoughts and foods must be digested and eliminated. The mind and bowels must be open and free. We have to let go of old thoughts before new thoughts can find place in consciousness. To get that perfect flow, you also have to be able to release the good things, the happy memories. You have to stay in the present. It doesn't help to focus on the past, regardless if it's a good thing or a bad thing. To truly stay in the moment, you have to release all of the past. I've watched my mom struggle with this. I lost my father a few years ago, and she often wants to remember the good times from him in their relationship, which doesn't sound like a bad thing, but you can see how sad it makes her to even remember the best of times. Presence is very, very important. Until we give up or release that which holds us back, we are still stuck regardless of how much we want to grow.
Sometimes we feel that calling and we don't know what is calling us, but we know that it's time to leap. It's time to feel those feelings that you've been avoiding. A lot of times we will fight leaving a job or a relationship or doing something different because we're terrified of the change that happens. And burning into the high is this idea that, just let go and leap, because you can't stay when it doesn't feel right, and your gut and your instinct and your higher self and your spirit will start knocking. What do they say? It starts with a knock and then bang your head against a wall, and then everything will collapse around you until you make that decision. These teachings to me are ancient wisdom, new thought. And so in order for us to really connect to our roots, we create traditions like the burning bowl ceremony. And it's a wonderful way to have a tangible experience of letting go. And when we talk about fire, fire is the oldest connection to consciousness, because when we created fire, we had the ability to separate ourselves from animals. And I think that the idea of something burning is like the phoenix rising, the shifting of energies, the evolution. I believe that, and we believe in this movement, that we're ever expanding, the ever expanding nature of the universe. And so in order to grow, we have to shed.
I think it's also important to really be able to articulate your feelings and feel what you need to feel before you can release. It seems to be an expectation that we should just get over something. One example of this for me this year was the election. I was very disappointed and almost in despair. And for me to be able to get over it, I had to sit with my feelings and think about them, really feel them, feel the anger, feel the sadness, before I could move on and get to a place of acceptance. One of the most challenging things for me in working with release is getting to the place where I am ready to release. Sometimes it's difficult because there's part of you that wants to hold on, and until you are, fully ready to give it up, you can't. It's very difficult. I've had to examine why I hold on to the things that no longer serve me. And there is always some reason hidden in there